You know what, y'all? It's been a tough week for me. It truly has been. You know, even though for months I've been crapping on WWE 2K20, that feeling of something new approaching was there for me. It was there. That feeling of something new, even though it's practically the same thing from last year, but worse. But still, that feeling of a new game, it's just a great feeling. That anticipation is always there, no matter how bad you shit on a game. That's what it was like for me. And then when I got my hands on it at midnight the other day, when I got my hands on it and played the game, oh, I didn't know what to do at first. So uh, I can't even put it into words right now. Pretty much, I played the game. I did showcase. I finished that in a day or two. I did one match of Towers mode. I got tired of it easily, and then all I'm doing is universe mode. And I don't want to do my career. I have no interest for my career whatsoever. I just don't feel. I don't have the energy to put any effort into it. I just don't care. Honestly, I just want to continue universe mode and just move on for the next year. And then for the past couple of days, all I see on the internet is like a 50-50 stance on WWE 2K20, whether people like it or they don't. People getting their money back, this and that. Sadly, I can't get my money back because my dumbass fucking pre-ordered the game months ago, right? Because that's what I normally would do. Whenever I get a chance, whenever I get the money, the amount of money to buy the deluxe edition. I've been doing this for years. When it's around August to September, that's when I'm like, all right, it's time to buy the game, right? I buy the game, and honestly, dude, I've never felt the biggest regret until now. Honestly, I really do. Now, when people saw, yeah, I uploaded Monday Night Raw this week, Universe Mode for episode of Raw. I've uploaded it. Some people are shocked that I was able to get a whole episode out without any problems like everyone else did. Well, I was recording SmackDown this week as well. Not the first week. I already recorded the first week of 2K20 Universe Mode, and I was trying to do the second week, like as of now. And sadly, that's not the case because I was recording a match, Bianca Belair taking on Candice LeRae. It was a rivalry match. I always record those because no matter what scene I get, at least it's something, right? That's where I'm at with Universe Mode and the rivalry setting, is that at least there's something, right? I can get a cutscene out of. If it's a match between the two rivals, then I'm not gonna record it. But if it's a match where a person in a rivalry is involved in a match and something could happen with said rival, or the rival's opponent rather, then I'm gonna record it. And that's what I did here. And when I'm recording it, match goes well. I finally got what I wanted. Candice LeRae gets the win, right? She hits her with the moonsault, pinned her 1, 2, 3, and I'm like, okay, good. Then they didn't show any victory scene. They didn't do a transition into the victory scene. It literally just stayed in gameplay mode. And then Bianca Belair got up to her feet and just walked out the ring. And that's it. No victory scene. And I'm just sitting here like, I can't post that now. Honestly, I can't. Honestly, I don't even know if I want to. But that's what happened. And honestly, I don't know, man. I feel like this game broke me. Honestly, in deep down inside, I really don't feel like recording anything or putting any effort for Universe Mode. I just don't have that energy like I did for 19, 18, 17. I just don't have that energy anymore. I just don't. It sucks. It really does. I was like, you know what? Underneath all the hatred, or at least underneath all the unsatisfaction of the game, I was still a little bit hyped because, again, it's something new. So I'll do a new game, same shit, but at least, you know, pretty much to quote fucking Ross from Cultaholic, new era, same old shit, right? New game, same old shit. But again, when the new game comes out, regardless if it's if there's any difference towards the last year's game, I still get that feeling of, oh shit, I can't wait to play this game. I can't wait to get my hands on it. And this game, I feel like a complete fool playing this game. Honestly, I really do. And it tells me that next year, I feel like this might be the last time I do this shit. So next year, I'm never ever pre-ordering a fucking game ever again. I'll wait till the game release and then buy the fucking game. That's the only way I'm gonna do business that way, because honestly, I can't deal with this. 2K has done the worst job as far as marketing this year. They did a little bit of what they did this year, last year as well. Well, they're hush. They didn't say much about the game. And then when it came to September, that's when everything came out. They just busted their whole entire load out for everyone to see. And they just gave all the information out about the game in September. That's the month that people pay attention to the most, right? August is like, I guess, trailers here and there, who's on the cover, everything will be revealed, at least like the minor stuff. But when it's the big stuff, the gameplays, the modes, and all that stuff, September, that's when things start to hit. So for me, I'm gonna wait literally until the week of the release for me to make up my mind whether I want to buy the game or not. This is really, it's hard for me to play this and have fun, honestly. A part of me is just like, just suck it up and try to work on it. Upload as much as you can. You got viewers that wants to watch you. You got viewers that wants to see your side of universe mode. I mean, think about it. Like, I'm thinking it like, well, the only type of people that's uploading videos the way how I do, or at least get a lot of views for it, is either Brendan Plays, or people that I know at least, Brendan Plays or Gordon Perkins, right? Merch YT13 has not uploaded anything yet. Film production, I think he's still working on NXT TakeOver. So I honestly, I won't be surprised if he's not gonna go transition to 2K20, honestly. But I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Yeah, at the moment, I'm on top with Gordon Perkins, and Brendan Plays. They're the only two that have uploaded, good quality universe mode. There's other people that uploaded, but I'm sorry. I'm not saying my shit is great. I'm just saying, compared to how I do it and how I see others do it, like, again, the way how I prefer universe mode from people on YouTube is that they treat their shows like it's a real life show, right? Like how I do it. Murph's YT13 does it. Gordon Perkins, yeah, they play the game, but at least they treat it in a way where it's like it's a mixture of both, where it's the best of both worlds, if you want to quote WWE, where you get them playing the game and them having fun, but you also get them, having people cutting promos and, adding, universe mode or general manager mode like elements in their series. And Brendan Plays, he doesn't play the matches, but he does act like it's a real show. That's what I prefer over people literally just being on the mode, playing the game, and then that's it with their lame ass commentary. Honestly. I just gotta say it. I'm not afraid to admit it. There's a lot of people out there with shitty commentary. Now, if you want me to be honest here, when I listen to people on commentary, I expect, passion. I expect them to be. I feel that if they're not energized and then if they're not full of enthusiasm in their videos, then it kind of tells me they're just doing this to upload and that's it. You know, they'll tell you, oh, no, I love what I do, but no, it doesn't come off like that in videos that you upload. So you need to work on that. But so that's my tip to y'all. If you need any advice, add enthusiasm and be energetic. Don't be boring, and make sure you are into your product. If you're into your vids, if you're not into your videos, I will know. People will see through that. People will know. People can tell how a wrestler is, or how they feel, or how they are mentally, just from watching on TV. So again, they can tell just from listening to you on commentary, watching your video, how you put everything together. So that's just me, how I prefer things on YouTube. So again, as far as people treating it like a real show, all I've seen is me, Brendan Plays, and Goran Perkins. That's it. Brendan Plays, Goran Perkins, and myself. That's it. Merciful IT13 has a lot of work to do, I'm sure, of putting everything together. I'm sure Delzinski has a lot of work to do as well. He did WrestleMania a couple days ago, which low-key, that's one of the reasons why I moved my SummerSlam to Monday, because I felt like a lot of people was going to watch Delzinski, and I knew Delzinski was going to have his WrestleMania be fucking over 2 hours. I knew it. He, based on him saying, scripts and a lot of work he put in, I'm like, okay, this show is going to be long as fuck. And it was 4 hours and 11 minutes. So there you go. That's why I moved SummerSlam to Monday, because again, it would be a day where nobody would really, like, there's no other YouTuber outside. I didn't know about Brendan Plays uploading his TLC pay-per-view literally that same day that I did, almost around the same time. But it worked out well for me. I got 1,000 views in less than 3 days, honestly. And yeah, everything worked out for me so well. And now I just gotta figure out how the hell can I get used to 2K20. I don't know. I'm just in a defeated mood at the moment, but hopefully I'll get past this, and hopefully I'll be able to put everything, like, obviously I don't show it in my commentary. That's the last thing I try to do, but like, as of now, I feel defeated. Like, whenever I record things, I hope everything goes well. At times I don't like it when a match that I'm not really invested in goes too long. That's why I cut it, and I add those black screens in between, just so I can make the match shorter, because I really can't. I can't, like when I did the AEW Dynamite episode, and I had the Young Bucks taking on Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix, which that was a match I was interested, but at the same time it was too fucking long. It was 20 minutes. 20 minutes. That's great. Like, commentating real life versus commentating in a video game is completely fucking different, obviously. And all I can say is, dude, like, I'm trying to look for the best sliders and see what I can do with that as far as, like, the match duration goes, but my feelings on the game, I haven't had any major issues with 2K20. The last, I guess, 2 matches I played were fucking annoying, which was the Evolution pay-per-view Last Man Standing match. I detest that fucking match in a video game. It's like you're trying to kick out of a pin, but like when you miss, it stops for a good second or two, and then you gotta try it again, right? And then the triple threat match, Lynch, Rousey, and Flair, that match was dreadful for me. It got to a point where I had to put it on easy just so I could get this fucking thing done. I was that desperate. I was literally gonna quit doing it, but I'm like, you know what? Nah, I need to work on this, and then, get rid of it and just move on. So Showcase mode was good until I got to the Evolution pay-per-view, because it got annoying for me. I think, actually, no, maybe it started to get annoying by the WrestleMania 33 Fatal 4-Way match, because, Jesus Christ, that match was annoying, but yeah, there were some funny moments. Referee was, like, high as fuck above the ring, and I knocked him down. I'm like, oh, shit, I just knocked the referee down. I stream all that on Twitch, so you can go check me out there. I'm thinking about doing I'm thinking about doing my career, even though I just said I don't want to. But at times it pops in my head like maybe I should do my career. Maybe I should, but I don't want to do it on the YouTube and fucking as a series and shit. Maybe what would be best for me to do is to stream it because at least y'all can get at least an hour or two out of it, and then it'll be a lot quicker that way, I guess. I just don't want to do it. Last year was smooth as hell, and it was blessed for me. But this year, I feel like there's a lot of stuff that I'm going to have to go into that I'm not going to like. I don't know. But I do plan on streaming on YouTube for my career. Hopefully, I don't get any copyright. Hopefully, there won't be no stupid videos out there, or in the game, rather, to where I might get copyright. That's why I did stream the 2K Showcase on Twitch, because I'm not getting a copyright and having my channel that I worked so hard to build up get destroyed. Okay? Hell no. I refuse to let my channel get screwed and then I gotta deal with 15-minute uploads. No. Hell no. Well, that's all I gotta say about 2K20. All I'm asking for is the release date for the patch. That's all I want to know. All I know is that they're gonna have a patch on Monday, but that's for the bump of the night, fuckery, DLC thing. I don't really care about that. Honestly, I really don't. I'm trying my best not to play those other characters and the other venues that they have in the game. That fiery, demonic place, right? It's not my cup of tea, but I have an idea for it. Maybe I can use that for the Hell in the Cell. It'd be like Finn Balor's own personal hell. I can be creative with it. That's the only good thing about it. I can be creative with it and see what I can do. But in general, I'm not gonna use it as much or at all. Maybe just W2K20, man. I've never felt this feeling before, honestly, to where I feel like I can't do anything, right? And another thing I want to talk about 2K20 is that the videos, how I record my segments backstage, right? I literally just go into Backstage Brawl and I just, have them walk and then I just film that for like 30 seconds and whatever, right? So this in 2K20, for some reason, it's slow as fuck. I had to record the footage, go on Windows Movie Maker, raise the speed up, and then fucking render that, and then take that clip, and then it's a bigger process for me to get it done than what I'm normally used to. So it's like 2 times the work, pretty much, and your boy's a bit lazy, I won't lie, but honestly. But yeah, I'm just in a defeated mood with 2K20. I'm sorry if I come up that way. I try not to be, but it's just, that's what it is. I feel like a fool. And honestly, I am. I am a fool. Honestly. I should have used that money for something else. Either way. But is there anything I want to talk about this week on WWE TV? Honestly, no. What happened on Raw? I really don't remember. Fucking Seth Rollins took on Humberto Carrillo. I don't really care. You had Lashley and Rusev. I appreciate the fact that they actually did something. Where like they went to a restaurant and, but then again, I watched JD's reviews a lot. JD from New York 206, right? The dude made a good point. What type of fancy restaurant where you have like the bench or like the seats, right? Those comfy ass seats be so fucking long. Normally you have your own little booth or something, right? So there's that. But yeah, I appreciate them doing something like that, a segment like that. But in the end of the day, bro, I just didn't care. I really didn't. What happened? I think, did Fury and Braun showed up? I don't think so. Honestly, I don't care. Nothing happened this week. I don't know. Let me try to be positive, because a lot of people don't like negativity. So, cage side seats, okay? Rumor of the day. While it's not a done deal, Fightful Select says Fox Sports have moved on from the idea of adding CM Punk to the WWE backstage team. Well, if that's what it is, if that's what it is, I really don't care, honestly. Yeah, it'd be cool to see him talk about wrestling, but I mean, that's not what everyone wants, honestly. That's not what I want. That's not what you want. So, but he has no interest in wrestling anymore. So it is what it is. People just won't let go. Honestly, I'm over CM Punk. Honestly, I'm a fan still. You know, I am a fan of Punk. I appreciate that he's doing other shit. I really do, and I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, you're a failure UFC, you should go back to wrestling. Honestly, I mean, there's a lot of people that just can't cut in the ring. We're gonna see Cain Velasquez, and I'm gonna say he can't cut it in the ring. So I don't know, but yeah, CM Punk, as far as him goes, leave him alone, please. Just fuck off with this wrestling and coming back to WWE. I want him to wrestle as bad as you do, but I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that that it's bound to happen or it's gonna happen. I'm sitting here saying, no, I believe he's done. I believe he's gone. If he comes back, I'll be shocked and I'll be awesome. That'll be awesome for me to be shocked of CM Punk coming back wearing wrestling attire and getting into a ring again. That will be shocking, and that'll be great. That'll be a great reaction video, if you ask me. That'll be views upon views upon views if CM Punk ever showed up, whether it's AEW or WWE. It's simple. WWE Network has plans to bring back the Stone Cold podcast, but under a new name. Well, I guess Stone Cold podcast, the only one that stood out to me was Vince McMahon, the first one. I loved that one. Because you had the chairman of the board. You barely see Vince McMahon anywhere nowadays, right? So, to have him on Steve Austin's podcast and talk about CM Punk and old stories and how Vince feels about his talent, what else is better than that? I mean, yeah, you had Big Show on, Paige, boring. Triple H might be a close second of how of my favorite Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast. Triple H is the second one. AJ Styles might be a third or a fourth. No, Brock Lesnar is the third one. AJ Styles is the fourth one because, TNA. And then Dean Ambrose, I didn't really enjoy that one, but I remember that one because a lot of people gave him shit for it because how he acted. I mean, then again, can you blame the guy? Can you blame him? Honestly, I don't know. But if they're going to bring back the podcast, but in a new name, fine. If you're going to have Steve Austin do it, fine. Or you better bring somebody that can get people talk or get people to watch. You can't just put on Caleb Braxton or Corey Graves, maybe. Maybe Graves can do it. I don't know. But somebody that people will actually care about. But, oh, shit, this guy or this girl is going to be doing this. Let me see what's up, But they got to do something big. They better have a good person for them to have a discussion about, like how Stone Cold have Vince McMahon as his first guest. You need someone big, maybe. I think Jericho had Stephanie McMahon for his show, which very hard for me to watch. John Cena was a good one, but not Stephanie McMahon, at least to me at least. So there's my thoughts on that. After his Elite Instagram got people talking, Fightful reported WWE's contract with Randy Orton. Randy Orton's WWE contract was originally set to expire next summer. It's possible time off he had during the 10-year deal signed in 2010 could push a date out further, though. Again, people took that and they took the photo of him with the Elite plus of rumors a couple months ago. I don't see Randy Orton leaving WWE. Would I be mad if he did? No. I would be shocked. And I would be very intrigued to see where the fuck he goes, right? But I honestly believe that Randy Orton is a WWE lifer. He ain't going nowhere. He just got mans talking. He just got people talking. That's all. That's what Randy Orton is a troll nowadays. So, again, I don't know how someone can take Randy Orton seriously, with something like this. Randy Orton is a troll online, okay? So, why would anyone sit here and be like, oh, yeah, he's going somewhere else. His contract is coming up. Blah, blah, blah. He could sign another 10-year deal. Which, by the way, that's crazy. 10 years. Could you imagine signing somewhere for 10 years, and then within those years, you lost interest, and you just don't want to go to work or work for that company anymore, and you realize, oh, shit, I got like 8 years left to go. So... That's crazy. 2010, man. That's wow. So Randy Orton's gonna be in WWE longer than John Cena. Well, at least act as an active wrestler, at least. If he stays longer than if he stays in the WWE if he resigns next year, which I think he will anyway. So, but if he goes somewhere, it's gonna get a lot of people talking. But where's he gonna go? To me, this is the one time where I'll call someone a hypocrite, I guess, but I don't know if I should call Randy Orton a hypocrite, because I remember last year or 2 years ago, he gave the indies a lot of shit, dive. Remember that? So, him leaving WWE to go do people thinking AEW or any other indie show, it's like, you shitted on the independents. You had a rivalry with AJ Styles, shitting on the independents. And then you work in the independents? I mean, that's like me shitting on a strip club, because I honestly think strip clubs are the worst thing ever, right? It's the biggest blue balls than ever, right? And then I go work for the strip club. Like, what the... No, right? So, Randy Orton, in my opinion, is going to re-sign and stay. He ain't going nowhere. I'm sorry. If he goes somewhere, I'll be shocked, and... it's going to get a lot of people buzzing. That's all I'll say about that. As you expect from what we've seen on screen in the future house show bookings, it looks like Roman Reigns and King Corbin will be working a program together for the next couple of fucking months. So, we are back to early 2019, late 2018, where we have Baron Corbin and Roman Reigns being a thing on WWE TV again. SmackDown's viewership has been going down and down and down for the past couple of weeks, right? Ever since they went to Fox. With Roman Reigns and King Corbin being on TV as a feud, that will get more people to not watch the show. Just saying. So, don't do it. Naomi is advertised for this weekend's house show in San Juan, Puerto Rico. I think so. Yeah. Nice. Good. Naomi coming back. I one day I literally sat here and I'm like, where is Naomi? What's happened with her? Crazy. All right, another news roundup, but this is from this is on October 23rd. On Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer mentioned WWE was trying to copy Real Sports with the interview with Ric Flair on Raw happening during a match. Which, yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, is he having an interview during a match? I was like, he's having an interview. I'm like, okay, the match is over. But no, the match was still going on. I'm like, you're cutting a promo while the match is going on. That's a bit distracting. That's not really a good move. Because people are looking at Flair like, oh, shit, he talking shit. And then... they're not looking at McIntyre and Ricochet. That's low-key a bad move. But I don't know if it worked or not. I really didn't care. I literally had my TV on mute, and I'm just working on my videos. That's all I did. That's all I was doing. Watching videos and working on videos while that match was going on. Because I'm like, I already saw this at the King of the Ring tournament. I don't need to see it again. Right. He also said Drew was given a win over Ricochet the way he was to put him over big in his return. He's still expected to get a big push at some point in the near future. Well, when the fuck is that? Huh? Maybe McIntyre should fight Seth Rollins at the TLC pay-per-view. Because Bray Wyatt's not winning that Universal title, I believe Seth Rollins is going to beat him clean. I do. Because fuck it. Right? The Fiend, to me, has been severely damaged, critically damaged. And honestly, I don't know if there's any point of return, because The Fiend is just not what he used to be. To me, him winning that Universal title now will not be the same. It will not have the same impact as it would have if he won the Universal title at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. Kenny Omega's AAA Mega Championship victory is expected to be a part of AEW storylines per Meltzer. So, I guess with the working relationship with AAA in AEW, I guess they're going to use some of their championships like they did at All Out with the AAA tag team titles, right? So, alright, that's cool. I don't know if Moxley will be winning that championship. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. He also said AEW will not be running a live show on Christmas this year. No shit! You know, they got families. Come on now. They got families. Duh. I swear I heard that they're going to take a break, right? During the the holiday season, you know, Christmas time leading into the new year. I thought they're going to take a break. I think like the first 2 or 3 weeks is AEW television, and then after that, break, and then they're going to go on to the Jericho Cruise in January, and I think that's when they come back on TV. I think that might be the case here. So, yeah, I don't mind AEW going on a break, because then it's like, oh shit, when they come back, everybody's going to be, hyped for it. It's kind of sad that, like, the viewership has gone down over the past couple weeks. You know, first episode was like, 1.1 million viewers or 1.4 million viewers. And then the second week was 1.1. And then the third week was 1.017 or 14 million viewers. This week was like 936,000 people that watched AEW on TV. So, but then again, you got the NBA coming back, you got the NBA on, you got NFL, a lot of shit going on. And anyone try to say otherwise, I can actually say this excuse for AEW because they just started. They only been a company since January of this year. They had their TV show starting literally 4 weeks ago. So, yeah. I can actually use that as a defense for AEW. I can't use that for Monday Night Raw because Monday Night Raw has been around for many fucking years, longer than I've been alive, okay? So, again, if someone try to be like, oh, but you try to make excuse for AEW, but you don't make excuse for WWE. Stop. WWE's already established. WWE's been around since the fucking 60s. I've said this before. Since Capital One Wrestling or some shit, right? Capital something. Capital Wrestling. Capital Championship Wrestling for all I know, right? And then Vince McMahon Jr. got his hands on it. Became the Worldwide Wrestling Federation. No. That was... Okay, Jess McMahon was the Capital Wrestling Federation. Whatever the fuck. Right? And then you had Vince McMahon Sr. becoming the Worldwide Wrestling Federation. And then you have Vince McMahon with the World Wrestling Federation into World Wrestling Entertainment. So, again, they've been around for fucking decades, okay? For about 5-6 decades they've been around, okay? So, yeah. It's a huge difference. AEW's been around for at least 4 weeks. 4 weeks now. So, again, I don't know why people... I don't understand this stupid mentality. This gang-like mentality. Oh, it's like, oh, you want to be a Blood or you want to be a Crip? You can't be both. Oh, you want to be NXT fan or WWE fan or AEW fan? You can't be both. What the fuck not? Why can I not be both? Why can I not be fans of AEW and WWE? Why can I enjoy AEW on Wednesday and then NXT on the same day? I watch AEW live and I watch NXT afterwards. That's what I do because NXT is always there. AEW, who knows what could happen within a year? That's why. Now, if I ever compare AEW to WWE, it's mainly Raw and SmackDown. That's the best I will do because I'll never compare it. I'll try not to compare it at least to NXT because NXT is still, no matter how many people deny it, NXT is still a developmental brand, okay? NXT is still a developmental brand. No matter how many people say, oh, it's a third... If it's a third brand, I'm not saying they have to travel. They don't have to. No, they should stay in Full Sail. Because I honestly love Full Sail. Because Full Sail, you got people that actually care about. That's why. I don't want to see NXT doing traveling shows week to week. And then you got half-ass arenas, whole arena, the other half of the arena where the camera side is. You got whole tarp, got black tarps. No, I don't want that. I don't want ECW WWE version of NXT again. I don't want that. Okay? So, all I'm saying is, I'm sick of this mentality that people have. You gotta be one, you can't be both. Why? You know? NXT, like, this week was great. You know, for me, the past 2 weeks, NXT been struggling, but this week was great. AEW, last, it's like every week, you know, it somehow elevates and gets better each week. It's like whenever I go into 1 week, I always feel like, I think this week is gonna be like a down week. The second episode felt like that to me, the down week. If I could rate all 4 episodes, I think the first one is the best one, and then the second one would be this week, and then the third one was last week. And the second week would be the last one. I don't know why I'm going on a rant about this, but yeah. Alex Shelley is guest coaching at the Performance Center for a week, per Observer. Don't really care. Alex Shelley, I don't know what's wrong with this dude. This dude, he comes and goes. He's in one company, he wrestles for about a month or two, and then he leaves. And then he goes to a different company. It's like, he goes one company, he chills, and he's like, you know what, this place is a bit whack. I'm going to go to Ring of Honor. Let's go to Ring of Honor. He goes to Ring of Honor, teams up with Chris Sabin, with some tag team gold, and then he's gone again. And then he's going one place to another. Like, this dude does not like to stay one place for a while. It's crazy. That is crazy. Apparently, Liv Morgan got a new hairstyle. She's blonde again. Uh-oh. So, yeah, Liv Morgan is blonde again. I thought she said she's changing. I don't really see any drastic change. She just dyed her hair dirty blonde, like Dana Brooke, pretty much, right? So, maybe she saw the trend, you know? If you're blonde, you'll succeed. Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, you know what I'm saying? Dye your hair blonde. Carmella even. Carmella, when she was the women's champion, she was blonde. And then when she dyed her hair dark red, running around with R-Truth with the 24/7 title. So yeah, now she's like, she has blonde highlights now. I don't know if she's fully blonde again. I don't really remember. I don't really care. But yeah, you know, I'm just saying, you know, blonde is the way to go with WWE. If you're blonde, you're good to go. That's pretty much it. Sad, but that's just the way it is. AEW Top NXT, both shows hit new lows in TV viewership. AEW got 963. I thought 36. No, it was 963,000 viewers, right? So 0.5 rating in the key 18 to 49 demographic. NXT able to get 698,000 with a 0.21 rating in the 18-49 demographic. So even though AEW got the win, I guess, if you want to say between the two, still, both shows took a hit. But then again, a lot of people were claiming that, you know, there's a lot of sports games out that day. The ML, I think, fucking baseball, which I honestly feel like baseball is probably the worst sport. Okay. Not the worst sport, but I feel like out of the ones that are major to me, which is the main three, now my main three is hockey, football, and mainly basketball, right? I feel that baseball is one of the most boring fucking sports I've ever seen, right? Even like fucking, what's that one where like you have like a big ass thing and you gotta shuffle some shit down an ice rink, That shit looks more fun and more entertaining to watch than fucking baseball, where you gotta stand there, hit a ball, and then you gotta run to fucking shit. It's just not my cup of tea. So, but yeah, people were watching that. That had people's attention. So, there's that. Crown Jewel. Should we talk about Crown Jewel? That show's happening next week on Halloween. Yep, Halloween. Fuck, I got to go back to school that week. Crown Jewel Battle Royale, Stone Cold Podcast. Yeah, okay. So, apparently there's a Battle Royale announcement. Battle Royale U.S. title match announced for Crown Jewel on Wednesday's episode of The Bump, which I try to watch because that's where a lot of fucking news are coming out nowadays. So, The Bump, which is on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. on the network, it was announced that a 20-man over-the-top rope Battle Royale will be held at Crown Jewel in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, on October 31st to determine the number one contender for the United States title. Okay, that's fair. That's smart. You know, AJ Styles needs an opponent, so there you go. Number one contender for the United States Championship. The winner of the Battle Royale will go on to face AJ Styles later on in the show for the United States title. Okay, fair. Battle Royales have become commonplace on WWE's Saudi Arabian cards. I guess the Saudi Arabian natives loves them some Battle Royales. I enjoy Battle Royales as well, as long as they have fucking meaning. If it's just a Battle Royale, then it's like, what? Like Braun Strowman winning that Royal Rumble last year. What was the point of that? What was on the line? Oh, a green, ugly-looking championship belt and a trophy. That's it. No title shot in the future. Nothing. Like, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale is one of those matches where I detest because they don't add number one contender spots on the line in the match. Fucking hell, man. The first major Saudi Arabian show was the Greatest Royal Rumble, and it featured 50-man over the top rope Royal Rumble match won by Strowman at Super Showdown earlier this year. Mansoor won the 51-man Battle Royale. I love how they have Royal Rumble. What is the difference between the Battle Royale and the Royal Rumble? I guess the only difference is that Rumble, you have people come out during the match. While Battle Royale, everyone's in the ring, and you just got to chuck them over the top and survive. Pretty much, right? Same thing it's like a modified Royal Rumble, but instead of you coming down at certain points, you chill there until the match is over, pretty much. Strowman is scheduled to take on Tyson Fury. Mansoor will take on Cesaro, which I don't know why, but yeah, sure, why not? Which suggests that Nana Man will be a part of the Battle Royale, based on the fact that Kevin Owens helped the Street Profits on Monday Night Raw's episode by attacking Styles during a tag team match between the Street Profits and team of Gallows and Anderson. KO is a strong candidate to win the Battle Royale, but then again, I heard that Kevin Owens is not going to go to Saudi Arabia, so that will be a non-issue. Cedric Alexander is another option since he has a long-standing rivalry with AJ Styles that hasn't yet been resolved. I don't think Cedric Alexander should be in that situation. He got a title shot in the Raw premiere, but what did he do to get that? He didn't do shit. So there's that. I think that's it. Yeah. Not that much for me to talk about this week. No news, at least that I can get my hands on. Yeah, everything else is out of date. Everything else is just old news. Right? I'm sure. Let me see. Anything else? I guess I could talk about this one. WWE is finally taking AEW threat seriously. What do you mean by that? I gotta read this whole fucking article. You know what? I'm not gonna read that. No, I'm gonna fucking read that to sleep, and I'm just gonna drop dead. And hell no. Oh, I should have went to Wrestling Inc. That's where I should get the fucking news from. Jon Moxley got reprimanded for attacking referee, which is, it's gonna happen. After he hit him with the paradigm shift, the dirty deeds pretty much, onto the referee, and he yelled, "Time limit my ass," right? On the AEW Twitter account says, hashtag AEW officials have reprimanded Jon Moxley for unprovoked attack on referee Paul Turner, as this is not the first time Moxley has attacked the senior official. Moxley has been warned that another violation of AEW sportsmanship policy could result in a fine or a suspension. Oh, okay, so that was a warning they gave Moxley, that if he does that shit again, his ass is grass, pretty much. So, CM Punk, fucking, okay, I don't know what's going on anymore. So, okay, on Wrestling Inc., right? CM Punk says he's absolutely interested in pro wrestling return. Talks AEW offers favorite match. Okay, this is a podcast that obviously I gotta listen to. So I'm just gonna try to, put in the short terms because I'm not reading this entire fucking article. But I'm just gonna read like the first couple things here. Absolutely, Punk stated. For 5 years, I've always been asked that question. No matter what I say, it gets reduced to clickbait and it gets warped. I've gone through so many iterations of people saying, "Oh, Punk hates wrestling." None of that was ever the case. I think I've always been open to it. My attitude has always been that I don't see it happening. I think I've talked about it more recently, but my attitude hasn't changed. People always ask what would it take to go back, and I say it will take a big bang. So people use their imaginations, end quote from Punk. When it comes to AEW and WWE, he definitely sees wrestling organizations taking advantage of rumors and everything else that gets fans talking. Quote, I actually think both companies, WWE and AEW, have used the fact that I've been whatsoever about it to kind of rope people in every now and then. Punk continued, to make people think I am coming back on a specific show at a specific time. Whenever a mystery opponent is announced, they'll think it's CM Punk. There's nothing wrong with them trying to do that. They text me a secondhand offer, and I was like, real offers only, please. Meaning that you can't just text a man, "Hey, yo, here's like an offer. Here you go." What? Well, you don't have a business meeting? What's wrong with you? I get where Punk's coming with that. When asked if AEW was a possibility, Punk admits that the company has given a small sample size since debuting on TNT. While they have provided offers, he believes that the way to contact him has been different compared to most. Quote, how many shows have they had? There's not a lot of content out there for me to be able to watch, Punk stated. I like the Young Bucks. I like what they're doing. It is very punk rock. Okay. Quote, I'm that white whale in pro wrestling. I don't know if that freaks people out on how to approach me. It is what it is. I'm open to the idea. I haven't been approached properly. I'm not courting anyone to show up with a dozen roses at my front door. End quote from Punk. It's not just AEW that have reached out to him in their own special way. Punk revealed that Master P from House of Glory, who recently bought House of Glory, reached out to him on Instagram. When it comes to WWE, there's a perception by fans that because Hogan and Bret Hart came back after so many years away, he will as well. Punk states that that's not really how he looks at it. Quote, I don't do things that for me based on what other people think, Punk continued. There are people out there who think he's just coming back because he needs the money. Do I? I don't think I do. End quote from Punk again. No matter how much no matter how much time away he's been away from the ring, Punk will always be a wrestling fan, or a fan of wrestling rather. When asked his favorite match in figures, Punk was all over when it came to the content to watch. Quote, one of the greatest matches of all time, I think it was Clash of Champions. It was Ricky Steamboat versus Stunning Steve Austin, Punk stated. I think I played that match on 2K16 in the showcase, I believe. I might be wrong on that. I do remember facing Ricky Steamboat as Steve Austin. That's one of my favorite matches of all time. Look for Smoky Mountain stuff and anything with Prince Karis. Huge Prince Karis fan just because of how fucking insane it was. Prince Karis is a mummy that was resurrected, and of course, he was in pro wrestling. Doesn't get any better than that. End quote from Punk. So, I don't know. Punk, I think Punk is like in between. He's 50-50. Like he says he's open. He wants to hear a proper offer, and I think he's gonna return to WWE because based on what he said here about AEW not having that much content out there for his liking, I guess maybe Punk will go to WWE, and we'll see how that goes. If he does go to WWE, he's gotta they gotta do something right. They gotta approach him properly, which I honestly think they're just gonna come at him in the most stupid, lazy way possible, and it's just gonna be like nah, it's not what I want. Fuck off, bye. So there's that, and that's all I'm gonna talk about, and that's it for the 7 Days podcast. I aired out my grievances about 2K20, and hopefully that game gets better. I honestly don't think it will, but I hope it does. Leave your comments down below. What do you guys think about WWE 2K20? What do you guys think about my SummerSlam Universe Mode episode in 2K19, the finale? What do you guys think about CM Punk, him coming back? All he needs to do is be approached properly. What do you guys think about that? Give me your thoughts down below. If you made it this far, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you guys for listening to your boy, and I'm out. Later.